people who are positive and optimistic and happy with life tend to succeed more at work and different things. Better lives, want to feel better, but we don't have our mind set to anything. We're not intentionally, purposefully focusing on anything. My name is Steve Foster. Today I'm talking about mindset. You're probably wondering why I'm holding up a computer in the video. Well, today's video is going to be talking about how your mindset is like a thermostat. Take it away. Okay, so this is a little small space heater. A lot of people will say, you're so positive all the time and all these types of things, but it really comes down to focus and what you have your mind set to. Now, with your mind, it's important when you wake up in the morning, how do you set your mind? How do you set your day? What is your mind set to? Is your mind set to being positive, optimistic, seeing the good in people, or is your mind set towards negativity, finding what's wrong in the world, finding out focusing all on the negative things of life? Because whatever you focus on, whatever you have your mind set to, is what your mind will recognize and notice all throughout your day. So it's important in the morning that you set your mind to something. So with this heater, I'm going to explain this heater to you real quick. This is a heater. It's got an on-off button. You can turn the fan on, which is cool, just the fan running. You can turn on 1 or 2, which is going to be the actual heat being on. And then over here, it has another dial. If you can see that, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got a thermostat little symbol. This is the thermostat. So what happens is, you can almost hear it in there. What the thermostat does is, say for instance, with you're heating your car, you're heating your house, you're comfortable at 72 degrees. Let's just say that. You might be 68, you may be 75, however, right? But let's say 72, you're comfortable at. So in the morning, you set your thermostat to 72 degrees because that's what you're comfortable at. That's what you want it to be set to. Yeah, that's what you want your environment to feel like. Ooh, follow me. So when you set that thermostat to 72, what happens is the AC will kick on. If it gets too hot, the AC will kick on and bring it back down to 72. Or if it gets too cold, the heat will kick on and bring it back up to 72. So it keeps it at 72 as much as possible. But here's the kicker, right? In order for it to actually keep it at that 72 as much as possible, it has to already be set to that. You have to set it to 72, just like with your mind. You have to set your mind to being positive. First thing in the morning, all throughout the day, focus on what is good, loving, and cherishable in the world. Focus on a positive mindset. Now, it doesn't mean 100% you're going to stay there all day long. It doesn't. It doesn't. So knock that out. If you had a part where you're like, I got this negativity, you got anger, whatever, it's okay. But what is your mind set to? Say, for instance, I go and I have this, just the fan on, and I have the thermostat turned off. Or I just have this turned off altogether. Will this do anything for me? Will it make the room warmer for me? No, it won't. It's not going to get to the temperature that I want it to be at because it's not set, right? So a lot of times we want better days, we want better lives, we want to feel better, but we don't have our mind set to anything. We're not intentionally, purposefully focusing on anything. The thermostat, even though it's set at 72, doesn't mean the temperature stays exactly at 72 all day long. It doesn't. It'll fluctuate throughout the day. But since it's set to something, follow me. Since that thermostat is set to 72, once that temperature drops a degree or two, it'll kick back in to get it back to the temperature you had it set to. Same thing with a positive mindset. You set your mind to be positive, focusing on what's good and loving and cherishable in the world. When something happens to kind of knock you off your rocker a little bit, to kind of decrease your positivity, your mind is set to being positive. You're going to be able to notice that and pick up on it, just like the thermostat. It's going to say it's always gauging the environment. That thermostat's always gauging the environment to see what is the temperature in here right now and what is it supposed to be at. Whoa, it's not the right temperature, get it back there. Same thing with your mind and everything in life. What you focus on, when you focus on positivity, your mind would pick up on, wait a minute, something's off here. So more quickly, you can focus on getting it back to the positive mindset that you had it set to when you left your house in the morning. Tons of studies that have shown that people who are positive and optimistic and happy with life tend to succeed more at work and different things. So think about that today. Be mindful of what you think about. Be mindful of how you set your mind. And actually, to be honest with you, I'm not always positive, right? I like to be positive. I think naturally I am positive for the most part. But there's some times where I get negative, and I can tell it, right? When I get into like a negative mindset, and I get a little frustrated, and it's almost like, I don't know if you've ever been this way before, and I'll give you some truth about me. But I'll get negative and like kind of disgruntled or frustrated about something. And I can recognize that that's going on. I can recognize how my facial structures, my body movements have changed. How you're moving your body drives your emotion, right? Whatever emotion you have, it has something to do with your body as well. So you think about it, when you get sad, when you get happy, when you get all these different emotions that you have, your body has some type of response or something that it actually shows. And so I'll recognize now, since I usually have my mind set to being positive, that something is off. People who are positive get sad. People who are positive get angry sometimes. So just keep that in mind too, right? You don't have to be 100%, right? And feel like when you get angry or mad about something that you're a failure, you're not a positive person, you have no hope. Things don't stay constant. The only thing that stays constant is God. Focusing on what is good and cherished but alone in the world. Focusing on the good in people allows me to learn more about myself, allows me to learn more good habits and skills that I can use to better myself and become the best self that God wants me to be. So today, go out there and be positive. Remember, you've got unique gifts, skills, talents, and abilities that this world truly needs. Go out and love people. I love you, we love you, and you are needed in this world. Take care. Be positive.